Have you heard yet?
About what?
That transfer student we're getting.
Transfer student?
It's kinda sweet. This unique scent on the air. So then, this is the Earth. Hey.
It was sunny, and full of cherry blossoms, on the day that I first met Ryuichi Kyogoku. But it turned out that meeting Ryoichi wasn't the only event of the morning. The morning itself was pretty normal. The usual breeze, the usual sunshine.
You come by every day, right?
Huh?
It's so nice that you take him out for exercise.
Yeah, I kinda have to.
Good boy. Now what's your name?
Kenji. It's, Kenji Seki.
I was asking the dog, Seki! I already know your name. We're gonna be in the same class.
His name's Shiro. Shiro for white.
Well, hello there, Shiro.
We hadn't even had our opening ceremony, and I'd already spoken to Harukawa from the student council. This was, without a doubt, the highlight of my entire year. Nice job! And today will be the greatest—
Nice, you pervert!
What the hell are you doing?
Ogling Kaho like some pervert! Go and take that creepy stare of yours out of here. Creepy!
Stop that! I was not being
totally
creepy!
creeping on her. Mr. Policeman!
What?
There's a predator on
Hey,
the beach! Somebody save me! Policeman!
Natsuki!
Over here!
Cut it out!
Yep, perfect.
But, wait a minute! You're the one who—
And that there's my evidence.
How long?
The whole time.
Really?
Really. And I'm sure Kaho noticed. Like, it's super obvious.
Please kill me now. So, the second event of the morning was this little tragedy, made much, much worse by the fact that it was witnessed by Natsuki Suzura. If she ever spread this around school, I would be—
Your new name is Mr. Open Zipper from this day on.
I had been presumptuous in declaring it the greatest day of my life.
Yep, that's the guy.
Seriously?
Hey kid, over here.
Later, I'd realized that meeting Kyogoku is what had mattered most that day. I didn't have any clue at the time. It would still take me a while to figure out just how much had been set in motion then.
Kaho! Hey, saw you at the beach earlier.
Oh, you were around?
The beach is on my jogging route.
So beginning this term, all cell phones will be banned from school property. There'll be some pushback, but we ask that the faculty does their part in enforcing—
Sorry. If you just take your seat, I'll be right with you.
Sure.
Oh, I ran into Seki afterward.
Really?
Yeah, he was walking little Shiro.
You know, he used to take that dog out at night. It looks like he's trying to be an early bird this year. Kaho? What's wrong?
There's nothing wrong.
Oh, please do not tell me that boy was at all inappropriate with
Hey,
you.
come on, I didn't say anything like that.
So? What then? What happened? Tell me! Tell me, tell me, tell me!
About what?
I can't believe they banned cell phones.
I know, right? Who's the rule even good for except the teacher?
No, it's stupid is what it is.
I kinda get why after last year.
Repeating your second year's gotta be the worst.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't she in your club? People have been talking about her.
I would bail from day one.
And you text in class too, Akari.
Sure, I'm just saying.
Even the student council's on board with it. I do not believe this! People who don't understand what a pain this is get to make up our minds on our behalf.
Sorry, be nice.
Why do we have to suffer through some dumb rules made up by people who can't even relate to us?
If you can actually stay focused during class, then maybe we can reevaluate this cause of your suffering, if that's all right. Besides, I'm guessing you're more annoyed than truly inconvenienced by this new rule of ours.
Sorry? I respectfully disagree.
Then why not run home between classes to use your phone?
Huh? What'd be the point of that?
Saori, do you actually need your phone in the middle of class?
Not really, I guess.
Do you need it during recess then?
Yeah, of course!
Why's that? Important business calls?
No, but I have to read my texts and check Twitter.
And all of that absolutely needs to happen during recess?
Guess not. I didn't text all that much during school.
So if it's not important during school, then just what's the problem with not having your precious cell phone in my class?
But the rule's so strict.
Lately, many of you have been distracted by these phones that you don't seem to actually need. So then what's the harm in just not bringing them in?
Does this mean Sai agrees with the whole rest of the faculty? That's disappointing.
That's Mr. Saito to you. And sorry if I can't empathize, but my generation didn't have cell phones. Don't worry, that's it for personal anecdotes. Honestly though, just because the internet and cell phones are meant for communication doesn't mean they really connect you. I'm not saying cell phones are bad, just that junior high students might stand to gain a little bit more from interacting with their peers in real life. And that's why the faculty feels the way that they do. But enough of that. It's time for the long-awaited arrival of our new student.
Did I make it?
Seki, the bell rang already, so definitely not.
Ah, damn it!
You idiot. I bet that you went right back to bed after walking your dog. Why am I not surprised?
Leave me alone, okay?
Then I won't warn you your fly is down.
Come on! Now you're just being mean!
So now I'm offensive, Mr. Open Zipper Guy?
Madam Sazora, would you kindly never talk about that?
Oh, pardon me? I didn't catch
Would you
that.
just please shut up?
Pretty please?
Pretty please.
They're a lively bunch, aren't they?
Okay, now it's really time to introduce him. Isn't it?
Sure.
Go right ahead.
Well, I just recently moved here from Hanamaki. So, I'm still in my old uniform. My name's Ryoichi Kyogoku, and it's nice to meet you all.
Oh, hey,
What's up?
the new student.
Do you know him or something?
Yeah, I ran into him this morning.
Really? Hey, Kyogoku, what's your number?
My number?
Yeah, for your cell.
I've never had a cell phone, actually.
What? Why not?
I've never needed one.
Are your parents against them?
It's not bad. I'm able to get by fine without one. Is that weird?
Just a little.
Like, what if you want to
about text messages?
I'm fine without them.
Come on, Saori. It's not like the boy is holding out on you, all right? He's not giving you his number because he doesn't have one.
Gotcha! Whoops! So what are you doing? I'm reading this poster.
About fleas?
Sure. Amazing creatures. Don't you think so?
Wait!
A drama festival.
Have you ever done a school play?
This year, Mr. Saito is going to oversee the festival himself.
I really liked being in Mr. Saito's class last year.
Kyogoku, have you thought about joining any clubs yet? You're so tall. What about the basketball team?
That new transfer student's the mysterious type.
Of course he's mysterious. Anyone can tell that.
Really? How?
Handsome guys just are.
So what? He's handsome to you?
I'm just going off what the other girl said. Kyogoku was all they talked about when we all got dressed for PE today. Hey!
Huh?
No more dirty thoughts, okay?
Wasn't.
Zipper, Mr. Open Zipper.
Seriously getting old now. So what does mysterious have to do with handsome anyway?
You know, girls can be mysterious too.
You kidding me?
Mr. Open Zipper, Mr. Open Zipper.
Well, girls can all sing.
Not one student's happy about it.
Oh, the cell phone room?
Hi there.
What else?
You ought to hear my class complain. They think it's way too extreme.
And they're all pissed at the council for not consulting the entire student body to weigh in. They're saying we're traitors.
All right, then. Before we consider a reaction, I'm wondering how each of us feels about the rule to begin with. Amano first?
Personally speaking, I'd say I'm in favor of it.
And Kondo?
I agree too.
And Harukawa?
Yes, I do too. It's not like cell phones are a necessity.
And Jino.
I'm in favor of it since I've gotta be. That girl from the big cell phone incident last year was a classmate of mine after all.
Right. Yuriko Yamagiwa is in my class this semester.
Cell phones may be convenient, but if using them harms even one of our own classmates, then there isn't any choice. They need to be banned altogether.
That does seem like the safest answer. I think people are really just upset because they didn't get a say in the matter.
It's strange, isn't it? Individually, anybody would share our opinion, but as a group, there's nothing but outrage in the air.
There sure is. I wonder if it's even possible for us all to choose our own opinions to begin with. Or if it's just up to whatever goes around in the air.
Now, don't be silly. Every one of us gets to make up our own minds.
I wish things would be that simple.
Of course they are. What do you mean?
Like, what if someone causes you to feel a certain way about them? Did you choose that feeling yourself, or do we get influenced by something in between us instead of what's only inside our heads?
Harukawa, right? The room was free, so I thought I'd practice. Should I have asked first?
No, don't worry. It's fine. Anybody here is allowed to use one as long as it's free.
All right.
Thank you.
So did you come for practice also?
Yeah.
Oh, you're diligent.
Oh, no. I just don't have a piano of my own.
Really?
That was Claire de Lune?
Hmm?
Debussy's Claire de Lune.
Yeah, it means moonlight. I like the moon. Is that strange?
Oh, no, not strange. It really isn't strange at all.
That's good. Thanks.
Kyogoku likes... the moon.
I'm sorry to interrupt while you're clearly relaxing. Know that your abilities were not meant to be squandered in this era.
I could say the same of you showing up.
I'm to pass your report on to Professor Kyogoku. I would hope you haven't lost sight of your mission. This is the moon. It has a yellowish hue in this era. It's unsettling.
Even so, it's beautiful. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Or, if there were a sympathy and choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream.
Hey, the next few lines are Lysandra's too.
I'm sorry, but what exactly is the point of doing this?
The point?
Yeah.
I don't think staging plays is about a point.
Is it a rule?
It isn't. It's sort of about something else, I guess.
So, what then?
Yeah, why are...
It sounds like you're quite a young philosopher, Kyogoku.
Do you know why we do this?
Well, I'll try to answer. The playwright of A Midsummer Night's Dream had said that when it comes to acting, its purpose is to hold, as 'twere the mirror up to nature, to show virtue her own feature. Virtue is well and good, but we invented mirrors to see ourselves. So along with grand ideas, I'd say acting could also show us ourselves.
That seems like a stretch.
Theater lets you get out of your own head for a little while and try to understand a totally different person.
Try to understand?
Right. Maybe when you experience that, you'll finally be able to answer your question for yourself. They call that being in the moment.
Mr. Saito, way to dance around simple questions.
Okay, a bit too grandiose. But I do hope you guys are able to enjoy this. You're all here to learn, and acting can offer you kids as much life experience as you're willing to let it.
Is Mr. Saito always so chatty?
Yeah, me and Kenji had him last year, and the guy hasn't changed a bit.
Really?
Sai is pretty laid back. Except about being called Sai. That he hates.
Oh, it really bothers him that much?
Not enough to stop anyone.
Kyogoku, what made you so curious earlier? Oh yeah, what's up?
I was just wondering how it's useful to repeat a bunch of words to each other that none of us actually mean.
Well, that's just what you do in school.
I mean, they're not our words.
Yeah, but...
I know it might seem kind of pointless, but it's not like anyone is able to go around sharing exactly what we mean in every little detail, but everyone can share the meaning of a play.
Alright, I think I get it now.
Wow, you can't even pretend you understand.
I guess not.
Looks like you can share what you mean without words, too.
It would seem so.
And I guess I don't understand anything.
You know, Seki, you might be a little more intuitive than you give yourself credit for. Am I wrong?
Are you kidding? He's no mind reader.
Wow, the view from up here is really amazing.
I know, right? Come on, you guys!
A kite, like the bird?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. One swooped right down and stole my lunch when I was just a little kid.
That sounds like a very rude bird. It's nice and calm up here.
You think so? That's nice. I was hoping that you would like it.
Oops! You better watch it or a bird will eat your food! You know, she'll just think you're a pervert if you keep gawking at her like that.
Oh, crap! I was staring?
Yep, a whole lot. Extremely perverted.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. We're good. Jeez, you're that hung up on her?
So you're the mind reader.
Please, I don't need to be when it comes to you. You're being way too obvious. Just get over it.
I can't.
Sure you can.
Natsuki. Don't act like you could understand something like this.
Why would you say that?
Huh?
What the hell would you know anyway?
Natsuki? Huh? Natsuki?
And what you drew on the card was none other than this.
Whoa! You got it! That's it! But how did you do it?
I heard the answer within your hearts.
Wow!
Telepathy. It's just a matter of sight.
Ooh. That stuff's obviously just an act.
Yeah, I suppose that it would have to be.
Life would be a lot easier if I could read minds. Boy, can I not.
You know, psychic powers are like cell phones. When you're old enough, you'll find that you don't even really need them.
What's that got to do with being old?
Oh, I do admit that holding on to mine does make certain things easier for me.
Grandpa Koji, you've got psychic powers?
No, I was talking about my cell phone. But why the sudden interest in powers of the mind?
Haven't you ever wondered just what the hell other people are really thinking? 'Cause I sure do. Now, you always know exactly how to help. Thanks a lot. Guess I needed that.
Kenji, come help your father in the kitchen.
Coming! I tried calling. You wouldn't answer
Not
yourself.
an answer!
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for earlier. Sorry. I'm sorry that I said you couldn't understand. I need you to know... The truth is that I actually... I really do like, Harukawa. So I really want some advice from a girl on how I should, you know...
Goddamn
moron! What just happened?
You can't do this.
Why bother saving me?
Why? I didn't do anything. You never really meant to jump in the first place, did you?
Don't talk to me like you know me!
You're Yuriko Yamagiwa, in your second year of middle school. For the second time. You think that no one ever understands how you feel, so you figured you may as well jump. But you never actually wanted to die.
What the hell's with you? You've never even met me before!
Yes, that's right. I didn't need to. After all. I can just understand. It's so clear. The voice inside your heart. You do want to live, more than most people. And you're right. No one else understands.
Just shut up!
Ryuichi.
Yeah, I know. This girl could be a perfect candidate. Do you want to understand what others really think?
Wait, what are you?
You already have the potential, and that is why I was able to hear the sound of your inner voice.
What is this? Tell me what's happening!
Come with me, Yuriko, and I promise that no one can ever lie to you.
Still there? Sorry. I'm here. So I'll wait till you're home for dinner, okay? Sure. Don't work too late, Mom. Bye.
Whenever I'm pissed off, I just want to stay in bed.
Wow, they're so pretty. See? Natsu,
Will you just stop bothering me? What the hell do you want?
Natsu, they're so great, aren't they?
I like you, Ken. I like you a whole lot, Ken.
They're so cool, don't you think? I think we'll see him even better over there. Come on!
Hey, Ken. Tell me. What do you want to be someday when you're all grown up?
I'm gonna stay and run the inn, because everybody loves staying there.
That's great. That means that you and me will stay neighbors forever.
Don't you want to move away to Tokyo or something?
I like you more than anybody, Ken.
What?
I said I really like you a lot. I like you the best, Ken. I mean it.
What's that?
I like you. A lot. A lot.
Huh?
I said that. I like you the very, very best, Ken. I like you so much. I love you. That dream again. How long's it been since I had that one?
Natsuki? Are you up yet?
I should have learned back then that no matter what, the two of us could only ever be so close to each other. We've lived next door to each other our whole lives. Same preschool, same elementary school, same junior high. We were always classmates. Even our lockers were right next to each other. I'm his next door neighbor, and that's all I am to him. That's how it's been, and that's how it'll stay. Always. Always.
Natsuki!
If I could just make myself feel nothing for him.
Say what?
You guys going in? Then quit blocking the door.
Huh?
Hey, Yamagiwa. What's up?
Good morning, Sazura.
Oh, I didn't realize you knew everyone's names already.
From the seating chart.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yuriko seems pretty mellow now. Like nothing even happened.
Yeah, but what's changed? Why start coming to school now? Good for her, though.
You were worried about her?
I guess I was. But I'm also kind of nuts about never missing any school.
So you've still got perfect attendance?
Sure do.
Miss World Champion. Any potential threats to your record?
I never get sick.
So not even lovesick, then?
No way, not a chance.
You never know. Sometimes it just happens.
I think that I'd just spend even more time here at school to keep an eye on him.
Knowing you, yeah, I guess you would.
So, how about that transfer student? Oh, come on, Kaho. You know I'm gonna make you tell me everything, no matter what.
Huh? This is great. Seki, you're already here.
Huh?
Wait, why are you here?
Huh? Wait, hold on. Why are you questioning me? Like, how am I supposed to respond to that?
Sorry, I must have just, Sorry, my mistake. Please, go ahead and ignore me.
Huh?
Photographing the sky?
Specifically the clouds.
The clouds?
Yeah, these are ones that I think look like stuff.
So what's this one?
Oh, this? It's a burger.
Huh? Okay, what's this?
It's a cheeseburger.
Oh, come
Hey,
on, I
just take
can't
a closer
believe
look.
you.
This part totally looks like melted cheese.
Huh? You want to get something to eat?
Mm-hmm.
I guess love at first sight is real, huh?
Hey, I'm really sorry for making you listen to me go on and on like this.
No, I'm glad that you're sharing. You're so proper and you hold things in sometimes.
I try to keep it together, but I'm not that proper.
It's okay if you are, Kaho. That transfer student's one lucky boy.
And he's really good at piano.
And talented, too.
It's so weird to feel all this out of nowhere and for someone I just met.
Aww. I wouldn't stress out about it. No one's ever said that love makes any sort of sense.
I guess not.
That's the one thing about love that I do know. So, exactly when are you spilling your guts to him?
I was planning to just not.
What? Why? You've got to be straight with that boy, and while you still have a shot with him.
Losing my shot sounds easier. Wow! The view is amazing today. I don't think it's ever been so pretty from up here. I think this might be the most beautiful sunset that I've ever seen in my whole life. Natsuki?
Yeah?
You really don't have a crush on anyone?
Nope, not me.
Come on, what about Seki?
Jeez, Kaho. The boy has been my next-door neighbor, like, forever. And how could I ever like somebody as dense as him?
Oh, so that's really how you feel? Natsuki?
I already told you. We're just friends. Nothing more and nothing less. He and I are simply neighbors, that's all. And if you don't believe me, just ask him. He would say the exact same thing.
You really are mysterious, you know?
Why is that?
For starters, you've never eaten a hamburger.
And that's mysterious?
Are your parents, like, health nuts?
No, it's nothing like that. It's nice, huh?
Hey, there's something I keep meaning to ask you about.
What's that?
What did you mean by, so then this is the Earth?
Have you told anyone about that?
No. Why?
People might think that I'm strange.
A little too late for that.
But how'd you hear me with your headphones on?
I don't know.
So you're a mind reader after all.
I must be.
You'd heard right.
Huh?
But I wasn't speaking out loud then. I know how this sounds, but I do think you're a psychic.
It's hard to tell when you're joking.
I'm being serious.
So you're what, an alien?
Don't be silly. I'm from the future.
And now we've got a psychic and a time traveler eating hamburgers together as they whimsically admire the sunset.
It would seem so. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now I'll reach into the future and grab the
food you most desire. 3, 2, 1, open.
From the future, huh?
Hamburger, didn't you? Time. It's just a matter of science.
Ryoichi, you're spending your time sampling this era's food? Don't get any more involved than needed. Especially if you're aware that this Seki boy
He'd
is...
only get in our way, wouldn't he? Even so, my dad went and picked his era. Just for revenge.
It's not my place to speculate on the professor's personal feelings.
Is conflict unavoidable?
The boy could indeed pose a threat. I can say nothing further on the matter. Now, let's move forward with the mission. You've already found several that have latent abilities, so let us allow the people of this era to adequately handle their own affairs.
You're jogging a lot more lately.
Yeah, I guess. I'm aiming for a high school in Tokyo that's got a good track team.
I'm sure you'll get a great recommendation.
We'll see. I've just been thinking it might be nice to get away.
You've got practice after school?
Yep. You staying for a council meeting?
About the cell phone ban. Something to do with disciplinary actions, since not everyone's complying yet.
If you're practicing piano later, maybe I'll see you after.
Sure, let's meet later then.
So those two have been hanging out a whole lot lately.
They have?
Oh crap. Hey, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, it's none of my business.
Of course not.
Can we not talk about this at school?
What part of speech is this?
I know, it's spoken. Jeez, Toyama. I'm not wrong. It's a prefix.
Yes, that's correct. And what comes after a prefix is?
Also spoken.
Are you
Toyama,
still mad
come
at
on.
me? I'm sorry I shot you with an acorn. I mean it. I really am sorry, okay? Did it hurt that much?
Yes, it hurt a lot. Because you hurt me right here.
Huh? I hurt your boob? Wait, hey!
You...
It's okay.
Come on. You're never late, Kao. Huh?
Hey, have you seen the council president?
No, I haven't. I just figured that Soga was absent today.
Huh. Weird. I was sure I'd seen her in the morning.
Well, she wasn't at our council meeting, so maybe she left early? This is a test. A test that proves whether we are ready for the future. Soga has proven herself.
Huh? What are you talking
And unfortunately,
about?
you haven't, Suzura. As hard as I try, I hear nothing inside your heart.
Yamagiwa, please. You've already said far too much. Our mission is too important to jeopardize with idle conversation.
Did that thing just talk?
I really was hoping that you could be one of us. You're such a nice person, Suzura. This is such a damn shame.
important that you don't talk about this, all right?
I don't even know what this is. And what are you?
You're saying I don't look human?
I mean, you look like one, but...
Shh. Somebody is coming. You should go now, quickly.
Very well then. For now, it's enough that the Student Council President is one of us. I'm certain this will aid our progress.
Hey, Harukawa. I'm glad I found you. I sort of borrowed these without asking. Thanks. Oh, are you going to practice Clair de Lune also?
Yeah. I thought I'd try it out.
Then I'd like to hear it. Someday.
What the hell is taking Natsuki so long?
I don't remember all that much about my father. He was a fisherman. One night, years ago, there was a terrible storm, and he was pulled under while trying to rescue one of his shipmates. My mother was always afraid of the sea after that. She worries so much when I'm out swimming. I think that's why coming here is the only time I can feel just a little bit rebellious. I can't believe that my father had ever lived in fear of the water. So, I won't either. It's like I can feel him here. It's almost like I'm speaking with him. Shiro!
I'm sorry about him.
Good boy. Now, how old are you, Shiro?
He's pretty old. A teenager, actually.
Oh, that's pretty old for a dog.
Yeah, he's been around as long as I remember.
Well, he certainly doesn't show his age.
Yeah. I wonder how he does it. By the way, Harukawa, have you seen Natsuki lately?
Mm-mm. I haven't seen her at school for days.
Oh.
You heard anything?
No, she won't answer her cell.
Really? Same with me. I'm a little worried. Guess her perfect attendance is shot.
She told you about her record?
Yeah, she was proud of it.
I guess that leaves the honor to me.
You've never missed a day?
Tardiness is another matter.
Oh.
Harukawa?
Yeah?
Are you thinking of maybe dating anyone?
The policy bans not only the use of cell phones, but their possession on school grounds as well. Despite this, many students continue to bring them in. They aren't respecting the rule. So obviously, the penalty for breaking it needs to be much more severe. I feel the student council should propose...
Suspension? That's pretty harsh, isn't it?
Not for disobeying school policy.
I get that students are supposed to obey the rules, but what gives us the right to hand out that kind of punishment?
I think we could actually do this. Article 10, Supplement Number 2 says, the Student Council may propose new school policy measures when deemed necessary. Such policies are effective upon student body approval.
Even so, they'd never agree.
It also says that in cases of emergency, approval by the student body may be circumvented.
But our advisor would never okay that.
Mr. Yamada happens to be out on sick leave until further notice.
Then approval from a faculty advisor isn't needed.
This doesn't make sense. Mr. Yamada was just fine yesterday.
So then what the hell happened to him?
We should all put this to a vote.
Wait, we've barely discussed...
All in favor, raise your hand.
There's no way a majority of us would agree to... The hell?
It looks like we have the majority.
What's wrong with her?
The policy has been approved by the student council.
What's going on with them?
No clue.
I mean, why are the rest of the council acting like completely different people all of a sudden?
I know just as much as you do! I'm sorry. It's just that it seems like it isn't just the student council who have been acting so unusual lately. So many opinions are changing all of a sudden. One student after another. Constantly now. You know, it's not just Mr. Yamada who's suddenly taken off. A bunch of students are out also. 23 so far.
What?
And it's making me nervous. Especially since not one of them is even returning my calls. I think people were glued to their phones because they were afraid of being isolated. School can feel pretty lonely sometimes. But the ones who've changed don't seem to feel that way anymore. Almost like they can just... Sorry. You just think that I'm the one who's turned into someone else.
No, tell me!
It's like the ones who've changed can speak without words. I know telepathy sounds crazy, but isn't that how it seems to you?
Maybe we should check in on Mr. Yamada after school today. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about him now. I'll run home and grab my cell phone before we meet up. What's your number?
Actually, I kind of, don't have a cell phone.
God damn it, Natsuki. Just answer your phone. At least take your pillow back.
Are you waiting for someone?
Yeah, I am.
Then would it be all right if I waited out here with you?
Oh, sure. Don't even worry about it.
All right. Thanks, Harukawa. You know, I think that we'd be better off without cell phones altogether. They can cause so much trouble. They can poison the air between you and other people. They're flawed, if you think about it.
Cell phones, you mean?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. These little devices trick you into believing that you're never alone, that you're actually connected with other people, when all you're really doing is avoiding the entire world. All this, when there's already a flawless communication with each other. I wanted to warn you, Harukawa. It's only fair.
Warn me?
Yes. Stonewalling the council like this isn't going to help out anybody. Not in the end. Jinno, right? The council VP? It's a shame that he couldn't make your little date today.
What did you do to him?
I hear he's moved. Everyone is better off without cell phones, because it's only without them that people will look for what we've already found. Honestly, wouldn't you love to know what people are really thinking? What they feel, not what they say. Just think of how lonely it can be when you can't understand how someone feels, or when you're not able to make someone else understand you.
Yamagi, what are you saying we should do?
We should be reborn, if we're able to. Then we should gain the ability to survive in the world that's coming. He told us about it himself.
Who did? You aren't talking about...
Do you want to try? Maybe you'll belong.
Try what? I don't get it.
Just look at these soap bubbles.
The soap bubbles?
Yeah, look. Each and every one of them is a whole world unto themselves. Take a look, and you can see them. All of these different worlds on the inside. And each of these worlds, unfortunately, are isolated from one another. I think that sounds lonely. All that we want is for them to be connected, so that they aren't alone anymore.
But they popped.
Some will pop, but some will join. So there's a test to learn which one you are.
What? Ow!
Harukawa! What's wrong? Are you alright, Harukawa?
Are you alright, Seki?
Come on, let's go.
Seki! Hold on! I can stand up on my own!
Sorry.
It's fine!
Harukawa!
And we're really sure that boy has our ability. He didn't respond to my inner voice at all.
Still though, but he did come here for her. There's something there.
Maybe Harukawa reached out to him.
No, it wasn't her. He's one of us, but his full power is sealed. And I'm fairly certain as to who did it, and for what reason.
Huh? Sorry, I was holding your hand.
Hmm? Oh, well, hello, you two.
Grandpa, shh. If it's all right with you, I think we should talk more inside. My room is right at the top of the stairs, okay? Oh, I'll get something to drink. Ow. Come on, Steve. Ow, that still hurts. Oh. Natsuki, you shouldn't climb in from the roof like that. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? You nearly took me out with a friggin' acorn.
And you broke your leg making that climb when we were little.
That was you, genius.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was. We were talking on the string phone and you...
This room feels like a whole other world compared to that mess earlier. I still don't know just what to make of it all.
Are you feeling any better now?
Yeah, thanks. I'm not scared anymore.
Scared of what? Did that transfer student try something with you too?
What did Kyogoku do to you?
Never mind, it's nothing.
It's not nothing. This is the reason you've been skipping school, isn't it?
Said it's nothing.
I knew it. Kyogoku, I knew he had something to do with whatever's been happening at school. Natsuki, please. I want to understand whatever it is that he's trying to do to all of us. Please tell me, Natsuki. What is he doing?
But of course. So the mystery unfolds. So this means... I haven't said anything dumb yet.
No, but you were about to. I read your mind and it told me that you're a big moron.
I thought they said you didn't have any superpowers or whatever.
Yet I can still tell that you're a moron. Ooh, how about that?
It's getting late. I really should start heading home.
Are you sure it's safe to go out? Because you...
You are not going to make her stay in your bedroom!
Thank you, but I'll be just fine. I'm glad you're okay, Natsuki.
Well, I'll walk you home.
Me too.
Huh? What, in your pajamas?
5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
We recently talked about you not doing that, and you forgot your pillow again!
I'm glad I finally talked to you guys. I really need to vent more often.
What? You're like always venting.
I am not. Don't you pay any attention?
Fine, then vent more.
All right, if you say so. But I don't want to be held responsible for any future venting.
Hey, Natsuki. Will you come back to school? I have no idea how Kyogoku and the others are trying to change things for everyone. I'd rather that stuff just stays normal. And what's most normal is us staying friends, right?
Please don't say that to me.
Huh?
Just don't say that to me!
Natsuki? Sorry. I was just worried is all.
Moron.
Huh?
Come on. When are you gonna tell me how Kaho turned you down?
What are you talking about? Where's this coming from?
Answer me, and I'll come back to school.
Okay, fine. If you're gonna be a baby. Huh?
Hey, are you alright, Seki? Seki?
Mr. Open Zipper returns!
Now you've got to come back to school, okay? Bring your phone with you if you're still worried. I'm gonna bring in mine too, alright? Natsuki, what are you...
There, I vented. You moron. I do understand, Kenji. Liking someone who likes someone else. Knowing that they just don't understand how you feel. And wanting to know exactly what they think. Because you like them. And you just can't help it. And it feels so awful. I get it. I get it better than anyone else does! So don't ever say that I can't understand how all of it feels!
Wait, not even teachers can bring in their phones?
Correct. It's school policy.
So what? The teachers would get suspended too, then?
It's only fair, sir.
Master Saito, quick moment, please?
Mr. Vice Principal, what's the...
Just a moment, and in private, Mr. Saito.
Good morning, Natsuki.
I think each offender needs the penalty to be clearly explained.
I'm disappointed to hear that you've ignored my warning, Harukawa. We had held back, because he really does seem to like both you and Seki. Though I can't see why that should interfere.
What did you do to Jino and Kondo?
Aren't they both absent? That's why we've decided to help out on the student council.
Huh?
I thought you were smart enough to try helping us in whatever way you're able. So many who don't share our abilities want to cooperate. Like the Vice Principal. He's been more than understanding with our cause. That's why the Council has enacted so many policies to make this school a better place for everyone.
Whoa, they took your shoes? Ouch. Natsuki? Natsuki, people can see us. Natsuki? Get off. We can't climb up the stairs on my bike. Hey, also, I can feel your boobs against my back.
You creep.
Fine, whatever.
And when you already like Kaho.
Fine, whatever.
No one is safe from your creepiness.
Give me a break. Nobody's safe from you either.
Sorry.
Put these on. Your feet are all scuffed up. I guess it was a crappy first day back. Are you coming tomorrow?
Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going like normal.
Then I will too.
Harukawa, please don't get involved. I'd have thought that my friends had scared you away.
Why even worry about me?
Because it only takes a single person to get everybody else in an uproar.
There's something that I need to ask you about, all right? Can you understand everyone?
No, not exactly. For one, I can't even imagine just what would make you come and see me.
Because I don't have the ability that you do?
No, you don't. In the future, everybody has been forced to leave the entire Earth behind.
What?
We'd spent too long living in a way that the planet just wasn't able to endure. We'd made the Earth uninhabitable. So we took refuge on the moon. Look, up there is my real home. I can't get over how strange it feels. I never thought I'd have a chance to look up at the moon from down on the Earth. Things happened so fast, without any warning. The only ship to survive was the one that had already left the Earth. Then we learned that it would take 1,000 years for the Earth to become livable again. We didn't have the technology or the resources to survive that long. What remained of us were doomed. We could never return. Never. But as time went on, there were certain children who began to show certain abilities.
And those were psychics?
Yeah, there are some who would describe it that way. Those same people would say that we'd never taken full advantage of the brain. And faced with extinction, It made sense for latent abilities to appear. At least, that's what some believed. But no one really knows for sure. Even so, in my era, it's the only ray of hope we have left.
It is?
Yeah. I don't think anyone could accept just sitting around and waiting for the end. I think we needed hope to keep on living.
Hey.
The ability seems to manifest around the age of 14. Maybe that's because that's when we start feeling doubt and confusion and shame in our relationships with others. Maybe that's what triggers it? Some say this ability comes as a defense, to prevent conflict. So my mission is to awaken those with latent abilities in this era, as many as possible. If what they say is true, maybe we can prevent that disaster. And if I fail, I'll take all those that I've awakened back to my era. After all, there aren't very many people who are left in my time to begin with, and fewer still who have the ability. I won't let anyone get in my way. No one. Not even you, Harukawa. And not Seki. Not anyone. If real life were a Midsummer Night's Dream, I guess that I would be Puck. I came to cast my magic onto the humans of this world.
Why are you telling me this? What am I supposed to do?
I think that maybe fairies can fall in love with humans. Do you know of any place where that happens? I wonder if maybe I've put a magic spell on myself. Puck seems like a trickster, after all.
I'm gonna count down from 3. After that, you will reawaken with no memory of what preceded, yet you will feel as refreshed and as alert as ever before. Do you understand? 3, 2, 1, now!
If this were a magic spell, then I honestly wish that it would never be broken.
My mother was born here, in this era. I don't have any memory of her. They tell me that she died not long after I was born. We don't keep pictures. My father thinks it's worthless to dwell on the past. He only ever looks to the future. Even so, a few of my mother's personal keepsakes happened to get left behind. Looking at them and trying to form an image of her was a secret hobby of mine, back when I was still little.
Hao, come with me! Natsuki is in trouble!
Hey, what are you doing rummaging around in my locker?
Natsuki Suzura, you are suspended from this campus effective immediately for a period of 10 days. A second offense would be met with a 30-day suspension, and a third offense, a period of 90...
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, stop that! Give it back!
Yeah, all right. Okay, let's go.
This is crazy. Let's take her...
Come on, you guys. Let's go!
Are you sure? Huh? Releasing Seki's full potential. is just what my dad wants.
Your old man's still got big ideas, doesn't he? Okay, go on, boy. Go on. Find your master. Go. However Kenji uses his ability isn't up to me. Not to me or you. Please relate that to your father. He prefers to leave the past in the past, doesn't he?
Why ban cell phones in the first place? I'm coming to school tomorrow. You got that? Huh? I promised someone.
I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand just what it is you're saying now.
I guess you wouldn't if that beautiful telepathy of yours doesn't work on someone like me. While you're at it, why not also ban the rest of us from even talking or listening?
Just what is your point?
Why even ask? You just want to prop me up here and pass judgment, so you can read minds. You think that makes you better? You're a bunch of telepathic voyeurs. How's the connection real if we're not motivated by wanting to say something or wanting to know?
Don't call us voyeurs! That's out of line!
You don't have the guts to just tell somebody how you feel, then how can they ever really know? And how could you ever know how they feel when neither of you are brave enough to speak up? Your problem isn't cell phones. It's that all of you are cowards.
All of this is necessary for our future.
I don't care about the goddamn future. All of us are still trying to get through today.
That attitude means that you're the coward here, not us. It's our duty to fight for it.
You're all the ones who aren't taking a risk.
Cut me a break. I just came from the pool, all right? Anyway, if you're collecting cell phones, then here's mine. Go right ahead. It's all yours.
What kind of person was my mother?
Can't you just read my mind if you're curious?
I want to hear it. In your own words.
All right, then. She was a lovely person. You take after her.
So I've heard.
She was always a woman of very strong convictions. And to tell the truth, I always did have just a little bit of a crush on her. I really did wish that she could have lived happily in your time.
Do you think she was happy? Before the end?
I was actually hoping that you'd be the one to tell me.
Please don't leave, Ken!
I really should get going now.
Right. What'll you do in the end?
Well, what do you mean?
One half of you will always be from this era here. So then you couldn't just make it your home?
I can only guess that people are happiest living in the era that they were actually born into. And I'm assuming that you feel the exact same way as me, right?
I suppose so. It was a silly question, wasn't it?
No way am I touching your phone! Where will you keep it?
Where do you think? The swimsuit is all I've got right
Then
now.
I'm definitely holding mine.
All right. What's the big deal?
Your swimsuit is not a pocket, you freak show.
Like I said, you really are a psychic, huh?
I guess you were right.
Then let's finish this. We decide how this ends, don't we?
Oh, hey, Kyogoku. Tomorrow's Saturday.
Okay.
So we should all go to the beach.
Huh?
What?
The typhoon that developed on the 4th continues to punish the Ogasawara Islands, now southeast of Chichijima, and moving northeast at about 200 kilometers per hour, causing strong winds as well as a drop in atmospheric pressure.
So you really won't admit this was a bust, huh?
Why?
Because the weather has extremely different plans from you today.
But it's summertime.
You're missing the point.
It is summer.
Fine. Then I'm the bad guy here, not the damn typhoon.
Don't worry, it's gonna let up eventually.
Sure, the weather may be, but Kenji will be as stubborn as ever.
Oh, hey, I brought the scripts with me.
For the school play?
Great, we should practice.
Right now?
Yeah, nice.
I brought some lunch. Should we eat before or after?
So all of us are ignoring the typhoon then?
Lunch! Let's eat first!
Sazura made yours herself.
Oh, really?
Come on, Seki, don't be rude.
Then I'll try not to pass out.
My food's not the reason you'll lose consciousness.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Hey, let's all eat together.
It can't be that bad.
Sorry, I always make you worry.
Huh? Who are you? Is Ken gonna...
That's me there, and I guess I died back then.
Huh?
But you slipped back in time and changed it. You got hurt in my place, and it used up all of your ability. When something's changed, then something else has got to change to balance it out. Well, all right. Take care then.
But where are you going? Wait! Wait, Kenji! Don't leave! Kenji, you promised! We were always going to be neighbors, always! You liar. Please don't go! Kenji. You promised me. Kenji. You told me yourself. You said we'll always be neighbors. Moron. Don't leave me. Kenji, you're a... Don't go! Moron. Moron.
It let up.
Was I talking in my sleep? So I guess you know.
I've already known for a pretty long time, actually.
Since when?
You always had perfect attendance just so you could be close to Seki, didn't you? I always thought that was kind of sweet.
But Kenji likes Yukaho, not me. It's not fair. I liked him before he liked you. Always. I always liked him. Always. It's not fair.
Okay, so your dad used to know my grandpa?
They weren't exactly friends. Back when my father traveled to this era, your grandfather had stood against him.
Why didn't he just come with you?
It's only possible to make one round trip. Any more wears out your heart.
So then, how come I can feel his presence sometimes?
Oh, really? I can't think of why you...
Hey, I'll get you back.
You know, I think I do like plays now.
Yeah?
It's really nice to be able to talk like this.
Talking is like a performance?
It is, if I'm not able to read your mind. Your ability is so much stronger than mine, by far. It's like the sun and the moon. One light is stronger than the other. Even though the moon is still up there in the sky all throughout the day, its light will never shine past the sun.
Hey! What's taking you?
Wait! Guys! This is really scary! I'm freaking out right now! Ow!
Here we go. Guys, get a little closer together, okay?
So this is summertime.
Oh, so you don't have different seasons?
No. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, they all wake up and leave behind everything that happened, like they only dreamed it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Magic sounds like hypnosis, although... What happens if you're put under a spell, and then you end up falling in love? If you do fall in love while you're under a spell, then does your love just disappear as soon as you wake up? Can love really just go away when a spell is lifted? Well, I'm going back to the moon. Home.
Going back? When?
Tonight, I think. Then you'll probably just forget all about me. Like in the play, right? Look, this is already filled up.
It is?
Filled with all the time I had. With all the months I've been here, away from home. Goodbye. You'll play Clair de Lune so well. I wish I could hear it.
Puck is a real prankster, but kind of a lovable one, you know?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Maybe he's serious in his own way.
Yeah, but that doesn't make pranks okay.
Well, we don't know what's really in his head. Who knows what magic people think?
Please don't go.
I'm sorry, but I have to.
But I like you so much. Really, I do. And I know that I could never forget you. So, if you really do have to leave...
just don't.
So if you have to leave, then...
Please don't.
Then I'll go with you.
Let's go.
Go where?
Get on. I was just thinking, without you around, there'd be nothing else that could ground me right here to this time.
Huh? What's that?
I won't repeat myself.
No, wait. What do you mean?
Just, come on.
Explain yourself.
future.
Sorry. You know, my mother, she was from this era. When she left it for another one, I think that she was always so lonely. Goodbye.
Hey! Are you alone?
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I figured that I should come and see you off. But once you're home, I'll have to break this.
I understand, but I really can't allow you to do that.
Wait, Kyogoku! We can't do this! If I fight you, you could get erased!
It's fine. I'd accept anything for our mission.
Ryuichi, erase them both. Take their ability. Then we can change the future. Humankind will survive.
And what happens then?
What?
Listen. We'll never change a past that doesn't have any future. Enough of this.
You fool. Your logic is absurd.
But I'm right. You know it and you've always known. Right, Dad? After all, you were never able to return Mom to this era, were you? So, that just left me. One who doesn't belong anywhere.
No! Why? Why does the Earth... Why does it reject our mission again?
It looks like snow. Wait. I don't think I've ever seen snow before. Oh, right. It must be from one of those stories Mother told me. Back when I was just a little kid.
Wait, Seki, you knew this would happen if you used up your power before leaving.
Seki, get back, or you'll be erased also!
Kyogoku, even though it's not possible for you to just read my mind, you're still able to hold on to my hand. Huh? Isn't that enough? I can tell that your hand is warm. And I can tell that you're close. So isn't that enough?
Kenji! What?
Why are you doing this?
I told you that I came to see you off.
I'm not able to exist in this time anymore. And now I can't go home.
Then I'll bring you home.
I'll be erased, no matter what.
I can at least manage a one-way trip.
That's ridiculous. You'd only be stranded.
Look, Kyogoku. There's no one who doesn't belong anywhere. The reason that you're still here right now is because there are people who want you to be here. It's the same for you as it is for me. And maybe for everyone.
Maybe you're right.
Sorry, Natsuki.
Huh?
I'll be right back, okay?
From where?
Wait for me, alright?
You want me to just wait for you?
I think if I was born in this era, we could have been.
Oh, quit it. Me and you are already friends. Exactly the way things are right now. Time and space wouldn't change things. Nothing would.
No, Kenji, wait! Kenji? What? Why am I... I said Kenji. Who is that?
Have you heard yet?
About what?
That transfer student we're getting.
Transfer student?
Huh? I don't know this number.
Come on! Will you please just answer your cell already? Natsuki?
Moron!
Oh.